Okay, so in this video, let us discuss educational round 92. Problem C, good string. Left cyclic shift and right cyclic shift is defined in these two sentences. So basically, you take the first element and move it to the last, and you shift all elements to the left by one position, that is left cyclic, and similarly right cyclic to the right side, like this. So we are given a string which contains digits 0 to 9. We need to tell what is the minimum number of characters to erase, to delete from S to make it good. Good string is when the left cyclic shift is right cyclic shift, that is both are equal. So let us take the first example. First example, here we have like 98531. So you try to do any cyclic shift, like you move 9 here and move everything to the left. You try to do anything, but then you won't get any good string. Good string will only happen in this case, like 3-1 or 5-1 or 8-5. Any string having length 2 in this example. In this example, any string having length 2 is a good string. So in this example, we have to delete 3 characters. Why is any string of length 2 good? For example, let us take 5 and 1. Okay. So if we take 5 and 1, we delete these 3. 5 and 1. Left cyclic shift will give us 1, 5. Right cyclic shift will give us 1, 5. So both are same. So we observed that any string of length 2 is a good string. I hope you're understanding. Any string of length 2 is a good string. Let us take the third test case, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5. So basically, whenever a string has alternating characters, like for example, that only 2, 5, 2, 5. Let us take this string, okay? This has alternating characters, that is, this is equal to this is equal to this. So is this a good string? Yes. What will be the left and right cyclic permutation? Left and right cyclic permutation will be, you have to bring 2 here, move 5, move 2, move. So it will be what? 5, 2, 5, 2. And what will the other one be? The other one will also be 5, 2, 5, 2. I hope I'm correct over here. Yeah, I hope you're understanding. Both of them will give the same right cyclic shift and left cyclic shift. So when a string has this pattern, that is, characters are alternating, and the alternating, like these two characters are equal, these two characters are equal. So a string should have two characters alternating. So alternating two character strings are good. So our main task is to find a subsequence. So this is a subsequence problem. We have to find a subsequence. What type of subsequence? A subsequence, as explained in the previous example, subsequence of a string having two alternating characters. The string S should have two alternating characters, then it is good. So how to find this subsequence, and how many subsequences can be possible? Well, the problem becomes very simple now, because we know that the string contains only digits 0 to 9. Okay, so the string now has only digits 0 to 9. So we can just use a nested for loop. Just use a nested for loop. And what will we check? we will check all possible combinations. What will the combination be? We will check combinations like 0 with 1, 2, 3, like alternating. I said 2 alternating characters, right? So it can be what? 0 with 1, 0 with 2, 0 with 3, or 1 with 0, 1 with 1, 0 with 0 also. So we will just do a nested for loop and find all the subsequences which have 2 alternating characters, only 2 alternating characters, or only 1 character. As in this example over here, they have said that you will get the good string only when zeros are there. Only when zeros are remaining, we will get good string. That means what? This is a subsequence having only 1 character. This is a subsequence, right? This string is a subsequence of this string. 0, 0, 0, 0. We have got it by deleting the other elements. So the approach for this problem should be find a subsequence which has 2 alternating characters or 1 alternating character. So when you're indirectly, if you're wanting to find 1 alternating character, just find the highest frequency. Just find the highest frequency of any character. So you have to compare this, the highest frequency of a character, with the string length minus highest frequency of character. String length minus highest frequency of a character will be the number of deletions to make. I'll repeat that. String length minus frequency of character will be number of deletions to make. And the other thing that you have to compare it with is you have to find a subsequence, you have to find the longest subsequence, which has 2 alternating characters. So how to do this problem? I've coded over here. Basically, I've used unordered map to find the highest frequency. So this part is just to find the character with highest frequency. So why are we finding highest frequency? Because see over here in this example, 0 has highest frequency. So string length minus highest frequency will give number of deletions. String length minus highest frequency character, the frequency value, will give the number of deletions. So I have to store that. I have stored that in the frequency. I have stored the highest frequency. I have stored in X. Now I'm doing nested for loop. So I'm taking all possible combinations. That is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 2, like that. So how many possible combinations you will get? You will get 100 combinations. 10 into 10. So what is the complexity of my solution? Complexity of my solution will be 100n at max. At max, it will be 100n. Why 100n? Because every time I have to traverse through the string also, right? So string traversing will take O of n time, and these two for loops will only run for 100 times. So the string, basically, I have to traverse through the string 100 times. I hope you're understanding. I have to traverse what? I have to traverse through the string only 100 times. Every traversal will take order of n. So it is actually order of n only. This 100 and anyway it is order of n. So every time what am I doing? I have to find the longest alternating subsequence. But alternating over here means with respect to characters. That is, 2 characters alternate, like 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, like that. I just gave an example. So this is done to find that. So this max represents the maximum length, the max length subsequence. This represents max length subsequence. So ultimately, at last, what is the answer? Answer is this: minimum of s dot length minus x. S dot length minus x is, this is what? This is when we are saying that only one character should exist in the string. This condition, this statement, whatever I've written, is when we are saying that only one character exists in the string, because x is the highest frequency character. So we are deleting all other elements apart from the highest frequency character. And this is for what? This is for the alternating subsequence, that is two characters alternate. So this was the solution. So the problem was straightforward. I took some time to do it, but it was easy only. So basically it will be of order of n only, and I'll just summarize. So you have to find a subsequence of alternating characters or a subsequence of a single character only. So this was the problem. Or a string of length 2, because this is also there now. Any string with length 2, as I told in the beginning itself, any string of length 2 is also a good string. So that is anyway evident. That is anyway done over here. So this was the solution for problem C. Now problem A. Problem A was straightforward. So I'll just clear this. So problem A said we are given a range L and R. So L and R we are given. We have to find two numbers x and y such that this condition is satisfied, and LCM of x and y also satisfies this condition. X and y satisfy this condition, and LCM of x and y should be between L and R. So this is a very straightforward problem. You don't have to do a lot of thinking. For example, if L is 2 and R is 10, can you tell me any two numbers which satisfy this property? Any two numbers which satisfy this property, it will be 2 and 4, na? LCM of 2 and 4 is what? 4. It will be 3 and 6. LCM of 3 and 6 is 6. So basically LCM of L and 2L is 2L. I hope you're understanding. LCM of L and 2L is 2L. L is any number. So what is the condition that we have to check for? The condition that we have to check for is if 2L is greater than R, then there is no answer. Otherwise, just print L and 2L. So this is one condition. This is the else part of it. If 2L is greater than R, print -1 -1. Otherwise, print L and 2L. So this was very simple problem. I think majority of you would have done it. Whoever didn't, you can now see the solution. So this was it for the contest, and I did not get problem B. I think it is dynamic programming, which I am not that good at. I only know basic 1-2 problems. I hope that you understood problem C. You can rewind and pause the video and try to think by yourself with the code that I wrote. This one, you can have a look at that also. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.